Live from the AM Kevin Studios located in beautiful Ashland City, Tennessee, it's time once again for AM Kevin, featuring evangelist, composer, and gospel artist Kevin Shorey and the entire AM Kevin Club gang. And now, reaching coast to coast and around the world with the message that Jesus is the answer for this world today, is your host, Kevin Shorey.
Welcome to the AM Kevin Club. I'm so glad that you are here today. Somebody's trying to play Words with Friends with me while the track is going on. That's just pause. Glad you're here. And it is a great day to be watching the Kevin Shorey Show, or I'm sorry, we're called AM Kevin Club now. Bye. But back when it was the Kevin Shorey Show, we had a couple on. We had Lawless and Mae on. And now Rebecca Mae is with us, going to tell the story. I was watching the old show from last year, and I just fell in love with them, not only for their music, the professionalism, how wonderful they are, but I loved them for their blueberry jam. I just loved the blueberry. They are the first guests to give me blueberry jam. This Amish-made wonderful, right? Isn't it Amish, right? It's
yes.
Country Cravens, it says. Has their picture on it. It is so good. We'll talk about that. But let's hear some music. Are you ready for a great? Diane Barry's with us, too. She's playing the guitar, and she's back on the program, AM Kevin Club. And so this is your first time on the AM Kevin Club because it was the Kevin Shorey Show back then.
Oh, yes.
So now you're here. We're so glad you're here. My applause button got deleted, so I've got to fix that. I'll maybe get some more applause after your song. But here is Rebecca Mae Lawless back on the AM Kevin Club with a honky tonk angel. Let's do it.
Thank you. As I sit here tonight, the jukebox playing the tune about the wild side of life. As I listen to the words you are saying, it brings memories when I was a trusting wife. It wasn't God who made honky-tonk angels, as you said in the words of your song. Too many times married men think they are single. That has caused many a good girl to go wrong. It's a shame that all the blame is on us women. It's not true that only you men feel the same. But from the start, most every heart that's ever broken was because there always was a man to blame. It wasn't God who made honky-tonk angels, as you said in the words of your song. Too many times married men think they are single. That has caused many a good girl to go wrong. That has caused many a good girl to go wrong.
Yeah, let's see.
Thank you.
Did I get There it is. Yes, I got it. Thank you so much. That is a cool song.
Thank you.
Even though, it doesn't really, it's probably really nice to men. But, it's probably more truth than anything. Thank you for that song. Rebecca will be back in just a little bit, and I'm so glad you're watching today. Larry in California, Phyllis in Arizona, Charlene in Louisiana,
Hello.
Karen in San Jose, that's right, say hello. Pastor Beatty out in Missouri. My wife is watching. Wow, My wife is on today. Yeah, hi, Cindy. Kim Taggart's on. Kim and Lulu's watching, and they love you, by the way.
Thank you.
That's what they say. And my Uncle Bruce in Florida is on today. That's pretty cool. Debbie, good morning. The man who wrote The Wild Side of Life was from my hometown.
No kidding.
Wow, there you go. It's at Charlene in Louisiana.
That's cool.
Patsy, Leon in Minnesota. Man, we're starting to make the cross. We make the cross. We go from east to west and north to south of people every morning. And so we're glad you are watching today. We hope that you're watching so we can all pray together. We're praying for the things that are happening in our nation, in our churches. We want to pray for our pastors. We're praying for a revival in our nation for sure. And praying for our leaders, Republican or Democrat. We're praying for all of them, and our president especially, in protection and wisdom they would have. And then, of course, this coronavirus that is attacking. There is 1,600 dead around the world so far from the coronavirus. 69,000 have been infected. And so, and then, I don't know, I understand when you're in a tough place, and they were quarantined on a cruise ship. Okay, is there the most horrible prison to be quarantined on a cruise ship? You would think that they were put in the depths of the ocean and they were just so miserable and horrible. I understand that it's inconvenient, but right? Am I just I'm like, are you kidding me? You get an extra couple weeks on a cruise ship? But they said we had to wear masks, and okay. It's like when I go on flights and the flight is delayed because they had to fix the plane or something, and people are like, I'm going to be late. You're going to be really late if you're dead. You know, I'd rather them fix the plane. I'd rather wear the mask or whatever it is. So I don't know. Some people are just whiners. But I understand it's inconvenient, and so I bear their burdens. But I think it was a little overboard when I heard on the news this morning even. I've heard it all week. Oh, we just want to go home, and we're so... You're stuck on a cruise ship.
I like the way you said went overboard.
Oh,
I just had to interject. Sorry.
That's good. I didn't even think about that. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, there you have it. Also, they're attacking. Here's why. This is what I personally feel. Y'all can be what? Not when you are confined to your cabin, Kevin, said Larry. Okay. Still, right? It's between life or death, confined to a cabin, get the virus, spread the virus, whatever. I don't know. Al Dents is in the house. Al, God bless you, my brother. I love your music still to this day. I listen to it. Frank, God bless you. And here in Tennessee. And my wife says, honey, I'm sure it's scary. Okay, I understand the scare. Now everybody's like going the opposite. I'm sure it's scary, but you'd rather prevent the disease attacking you, your family, or spreading it to others than to, right?
Right.
So, I don't know. They're just scared. I guess that's it. Some people just get scared, and so they're, anyway. We are also, so prayers for our leaders. The Attorney General, this seems nutso to me, but I think I know the reason why. The liberal media and some Democrats are calling for the impeachment of the Attorney General now. And I've been living in this earth long enough to understand, because I've seen a lot of attorney generals attacked from both sides, Republican and Democrat, from whoever the president is, because when they want their agenda to be done, or they think that something they're doing is against them, then they attack him. But in this case, I think because the Attorney General is doing investigations about FBI and some Democrats that are involved, this is why they're, get rid of them. I think it's connected to the investigations. They're getting too close to the truth. I wonder if my battery is dying. And no, my battery looks good. I must just not be getting good signal today. Well, so let's pray for Attorney General Barr, because I really believe that he is a judicial man, that he's really good. Do you agree? I put my own applause on. I got my wackos, weirdos, and weasels of the day, and here is the biggest weasels. I'm telling you with a Z, not with an S, because we don't want to offend the animal. I think weasel's so cute. I saw a poor dead weasel on the side of the road the other day. It was so sad to me. But the coolest God thing happened to me the other day. I went out, we live on a lake, and I went out to the back to walk the dogs. And once in a while, in the night, I will hear kerplop. And I've asked everybody, what is kerplop in the water in the middle of the night? Is there a goose? Because we got geese and ducks. We have lots of turtles, like so many turtles. They plop off a log maybe, but it's too loud. And no. Now I know we have a beaver in the back. There's a little little lodge, little beaver lodge right across the other side of the lake. And once in a while I've seen him swim. Yeah. So it was wasn't dark enough, so this time I could see, and it was kerplop. And I look, it's the beaver. But it's not just then I heard another kerplop. We have 2 beavers in our backyard. Yes. So I was like, I want to go feed him. I want to go see if he'll come up. My wife is like, no. Just do not go for the beaver. So I disobeyed and tried to throw something out at the beaver, but they didn't come. They were still scared of me, but I was just making these beaver. I don't know what a beaver noise is, but I was like, here, beaver, beaver, beaver. I called one Justin, right? Justin, beaver. Anyway, come here, Justin. And I'm doing the noises, and they actually, 2 of them were doing this and were heading right towards me. And then they kind of saw me, and they just kind of went past each other. And they're just, I had a connection with 2 beavers.
You might have baby beavers in the spring.
I know. Well, I know we're going to have more baby geese because they were doing the nasty all day today. They were like the craziest honk, honk. They were horny. Anyway, so it's my show. I can say what I want. But the geese, one goose was swimming across I don't know, and that one was honking like above, flying. And this one was going towards, and then it lands in the water, and then they meet up to each other, and they're just pecking at one another. I mean, I don't see them doing anything nasty, really. I was just being funny, but my wife probably thought I was funny. But it was worth the laugh. Anyway, and then just all kinds of geese are just mating out in the backyard.
Wow.
Yeah, I love nature. I love it. But this was about weasels, the Z kind, right? Scammers are at it again. A scammer tried to scam a 92-year-old lady. They especially attack older people, and it makes me so mad. But there's a taxi cab driver who saved this lady. She got in the taxi and said, she wanted to be driven to her bank to take out $25,000. And the taxi cab driver just got a little nosy and was like, what are you doing at the taxi? Well, I've got to go and send it to the IRS because I got this phone call. Yeah. So this is in Roseville, California. All you Californians, shout out to California. The taxi cab driver saved the day, saved the $25,000. They reported it to the real government, and a 92-year-old woman saved her $25,000. Listen, you're getting a phone call from the IRS. It's not the IRS. You're getting a phone call that says you can make $1 million. You're not going to make $1 million. Any of those kind of situations, do not. I have some older people that are watching. Please do not fall for any of that. Good morning to Nancy and Isaiah. Isaiah's watching. Isaiah made me this little, says the Hug Life. Aww. And the Hug Gang. So I got not the Thug Life, but the Hug Life. I love it. It glows in the dark. I love it. Oh, and Amy, Fran, Tom, Delora, Nancy Cox Planson in Kansas City, Michael, and Barbara in Oklahoma, and Jeannie. Glad everybody is watching today. You're going to be in so much trouble when you get home, says Kim. Yes, Kim knows. I am in so much trouble. Larry says I'm on a roll. So there you go. It's a woodchuck chucking wood, says Nancy. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, well. Let's see, it is Black History Month, and so my hero, other than that taxi cab driver, saved that poor old lady from her $25,000. Black History Month. So he was once my hero a while back, but I saw another picture of him in this book that comes here from Stonebridge Books and Gifts, 116 North Main Street, right here in 116 North. Did I say North Main? Yes, North Main, Ashland City. And so this is a picture of the man, so you can get a picture behind the face. His name is Bass Reeves. He was a U.S. Marshal before he was a Texas Ranger. And I don't know that he ever wore a mask, but Bass Reeves is actually the man who the Lone Ranger was. Yes, he inspired the writer of the Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger. And, of course, on the TV show, he was a white man, but the original Lone Ranger was an African American. So shout out to Bass Reeves, Black History Month, and my heroes. These are my heroes, and I'm just going past it. I can't find. I should have put a bookmark. I put a bookmark for tomorrow's. There he is. There is Bass Reeves over there, right over here. Right?
Wow, yes.
And with the big mustache. And this great man became Deputy U.S. Marshal. He was 6 feet tall, wore a big hat and a bushy mustache, and respected throughout the territory, especially in Texas, and would sing softly before a gunfight, and 30 years of service. He killed 14 men in his career. They all drew on him first, but sometimes disguised himself as a cowboy, a tramp, or a tramp. I think this was written at a different time. That's a different name now. Hobo, yes. Or a renegade to apprehend the outlaws. He died in 1910 at 71. Bass Reeves is the original Lone Ranger.
Wow.
So shout out to him. Now it's time for health. And we used to push the button to play the Beatles. It said, help. But we'd say, health, I need somebody. Health, not just anybody. But they were muting my YouTube video. So because you can't even play 10 seconds of the Beatles, I guess, without their permission.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. But this is all about health. You know, we're on a on the health track right now since I was diagnosed with a healing. Hallelujah. And good morning to Chris, Raphael, Jack, Daryl. I'm so glad you're watching on this Monday morning. Happy President's Day, by the way. Juanette Turner's watching. I love her with all my heart. Hello, Juanette.
Hello,
Hello, Nick. And hello from Dothan, Alabama. Roger in Alabama. Thanks for watching. Roger's from Oklahoma normally, so he must be out preaching in Alabama. Dothan, Alabama. The Bible says something about going to Dothan. Anyway, it's time for health. Aren't you glad? And then we can have a song. Yes, see? The crowd is going wild. But here's something to help you. NBC News just reported, and usually they're fake news, but I think they're right about this one. They reported what they call sneaky sugars. Sneaky sugars. They'll sneak up on you. Here's some of the sneaky sugars you need to watch. When you think of, do you know some that they look like they're health and nutrition and they're good for you, but they're really not? Can you think of one? I'll let you guess one. Here, maybe give you a prize.
Let me see if I can get this clip off of
you
here.
Yes?
Some of the power bars.
Exactly. And sorry, I got excited. It's so true because some of the people get the peanut butter chocolate and they say, oh, these are energy or health and nutrition bars, and they're full of all kind of sugars. You got to look high fructose corn syrup. You got to really look at and then also cereals. Of course, a lot of cereals are just sugar cereals.
Yes.
Even the ones that say that they're healthy. I was surprised at one that I grew up on, how much sugar was in Raisin Bran, which was and so we just really don't do, and we're really cut out dairy. I don't think I'll ever totally give up cheese, but I have found that using coconut milk, either canned or if you use the canned, it's creamier. Like you get the coconut cream. I put it in my coffee, my tea, I don't have cereal anymore, but in most anything that you would, we were making little soups, and last night we had a little seafood chowder that we're on this recipe that we're getting from Dr. Walls. Coconut milk is just the best, and because dairy, there is some things that can, if you're not lactose intolerant, there's still some side effects from dairy that you need to really cut. Some like the soy or the almond milk and stuff, but I am just high on this coconut milk. It is so good, especially you get it out of the can, and it still has the cream. Were you ever a kid? Yes, you were kids.
Yeah, I think so.
Were any of y'all raised on a farm? Did you ever milk cows or see
No.
the milk with the cream on the top?
I understand what you're saying because my dad used to take us to a cow dairy farm. I guess that would be normal cow dairy.
You just did what I did too. Were you ever
Hello?
kids? A cow dairy, yeah.
And we would get the raw milk out of the containers, out of the big tanks before the tankers would come in and take it all out of the tank. But then we would go sometimes in and watch the cows as it was coming right out of the cows. So yes, and there'd be like this much cream on top of a gallon of milk.
So good. Well, that's how the coconut is when you open the can of the coconut
have to try that.
milk. Yes. No, you
I'm
you
gonna
have.
have to try.
Oh, if you put it even in tea or coffee, it makes it more than cream. Because I usually used heavy whipping cream because it's lower in carbs than milk, and now it's even lower carbs. I use coconut,
kidding.
and so yes, yes,
I was
so
just going
good.
to tell you for a treat, you're talking about low sugar treats.
Yes.
My husband had type 2 diabetes, and he was trying to find crunchy treats. Raw
Yeah.
coconut, not the processed coconut with sugar, but raw coconut. You would think because it's sweet that it would be bad for you,
No, it's so
but
good.
it's a different type of sugar. Your body processes it differently, and you can get all the coconut you want.
Yeah, that is awesome. I like that.
I liked me some coconut.
Yeah.
Is that from a coconut tree?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a dairy cow. Yeah, cow dairy. Well, now people do say dairy cow, don't
Yes.
they?
So I just said it backwards.
Yeah.
I meant to do that.
Yeah. See.
See, it's
Good.
Monday.
Some more sneaky sugars though. Ketchup or any packaged tomato sauces or packaged tomatoes in any kind of sauce is really sugary, and a lot of tomatoes. Too many tomatoes is too much sugar. Just even tomato by itself. But tomatoes are very good for you because it fights cancer. It has something in it. I don't know, lycopene or something. Is it lycopene?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, snack cakes. Anything
yeah,
with
yeah.
cake or snack in it, is usually going to be a sneaky sugar. And salad dressings. Not all salad dressings are created equal.
That's right.
I used to really think that I was doing good if I had a Caesar dressing, but very high in sugar, very high in carbs. Your ranch, your blue cheese are better. Of course, those are dairy ones. You're better off with your oil and vinegar. I mean, there really is. If you put oil, even without the vinegar, oil with lots of garlic on your salad, it is more than satisfying. It is so good. Anyway, these are some sneaky sugars, and hopefully this helped you. Phyllis says, I lived on a cow dairy farm.
Thanks,
And
Phyllis.
we got our milk out of the huge milk tank too. That's pretty awesome. Good morning, David Fell. Good morning, Johnny Minnick, one of my heroes. Johnny, you guys still have that trio? I wish if you're ever in Nashville, you'll come by. Donna. Johnny actually lives outside of Nashville, but I didn't know about the other guys. Donna, Jeannie, good morning. Another Jeannie. Bonnie, good morning. We have a good full house. I know they're not here to see me. They're here to see you, so we got to get you singing some more.
Well, I appreciate that.
You ready to sing some more?
Yes, I am.
Let's get some singing some more.
Yeah, and
Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
I just wanted, I don't know if my friend from Austria is out there, but Carl, if you're out there, I know it's nighttime out there for you, but I hope you're watching.
Amen.
Here's a little Patsy Cline for you.
All right.
I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, the night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, the night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere walking After midnight, searching for me, I go out walking after midnight, searching for you.
Yeah, it does not get any better.
Thank you. You know, I have to say it's a little difficult to sit in a squishy chair and sing because I feel like my diaphragm is like squished.
Squishy chair. I know. You'd pray for us. All we need is one guy that could just run camera back and forth, and you could stand and sit and move and do it. We could do whatever we want.
Oh, okay.
I have to sit behind this desk and sing when there's no guests, you know, and
Yes.
it's just odd to me.
Yes.
But so I feel your pain.
But thank you.
But you both look good doing it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
You're so sweet. Thank you for sharing that.
I think I'm going to run for Congress next.
Please, we need somebody like you. That would be a great deal. Well, the Bible says to us, Jeremiah 33. By the way, good morning, Lynette, Randy. I want to make sure I get everybody. Peggy out in Texas, Cindy in California, Shirley in Concrete, Washington, a longtime partner with this ministry. Thank you, Miss Shirley. Oh, by the way, before we do get into that, Charlene was saying she has teenage memories when you're singing Walking After Midnight. That's Patsy, isn't it?
Yes.
Ah, man, there was no better. You know, there's people like, you know, we had Joyce Jackson on here, Jim Reeves, Patsy Cline, Richie Valens, the different one that we lost so early. Just think of if they, anyway, can't. And then there's, forget the commercials, because this is a good segue. And then there's Jack Lawless, you know, way before their time, you know, and I didn't know y'all that well, but the time that I spent, man, I loved y'all from the beginning, and I've a distant fan. I would watch different live stuff you'd put on video, and see y'all singing, and just y'all made. I mean, it just made beautiful music together, and you don't always understand. A lot of times, God, you know, what are you up to? But you know He has a perfect plan, and He has, and of course, Jack, you know, he's dancing around having a
Yes.
great old time, and we miss him a lot more than he misses us right now. But you know, some things you don't understand in life, and the Word says, though, no matter what we face, Jeremiah 33:3 came to me when I was thinking about you today, and for you and for everybody watching, that, you know, in case y'all don't know what I'm saying, and how long ago was this? This was last year, five months last year, and had he been previously sick or any diagnosed with anything? I mean,
Well, he'd had heart failure before I met him, but it was under control, and at least we thought it was. And he would go back for his about every 6 months. He would go for his checkups. The doctors said he's fine, dandy, everything's good, and so, you know, of course he took them at their word, and we put our house on the.
that's all right. You can take your time, but and I'll help you with it. I remember us praying about the situation when you were at our program, and praying for health and all, but man, to me, it looked like the picture. I mean, he of health. Maybe not. I don't even look like the picture of health, but he was, you know, just playing and singing, and had, what a sense of humor.
Yeah.
And it was still a shock that
Yes,
he
it
was
was.
taken away.
Yeah, because it was not. We were planning on. We had put our house on the market on Saturday, and he didn't wake up on Sunday.
Right.
So it was not planned.
Right.
I mean, how can it ever be?
No, it can't be.
You know,
It was in his sleep, though?
Yes, it was like nothing leading up to it. So it was like, okay, we're gonna sell the house and we're gonna make this music go, 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 go. And then I woke up to nobody, and that was a little harsh because I lost the hubby and the coworker
Right.
all at the same time. But that's okay. I know where he is.
Come on. Phyllis in Arizona, who was making fun of you about cow dairy a minute ago, said that she lost her husband suddenly
sorry,
too, and has been
Phyllis.
praying for you. But the verse I wanted to give you today, and for everybody, it's the Lord saying, "Call to me, and I will answer you, and I will show you great and hidden things which you did not know." And I'm believing for you for that, because, and for everybody who goes through anything that, you know, these unexpected things in life that come our way, that we can still walk with him and talk with him and call to him, and he will answer, and he will show us things that were once hidden, that maybe wouldn't have been revealed if the things hadn't gone the way that they hadn't have gone. And I really believe, now I'm going to cry.
There's a clean one right here.
Thank you. This is the honky-tonk.
The hillbilly Kleenex.
Hillbilly Kleenex. I haven't got that far yet because you're probably going to need more. But that God's going to show you great and more wonderful things than you ever thought possible. And your career and everything that God has had for you with him, those times may be gone, but this new season that's coming for you, he's going to show you great, and there's greater things ahead for you.
And it's funny that you say that, because there's a feeling in me. Well, Jack had kept saying, and I'm just going to share this because I can now. He's not here.
Can y'all hear okay? Let me make
I'll
sure.
hold my mic up a little closer. I'm sorry. He kept saying before he passed away, he would say to me when I'd get irritated that, well, I wish we'd get some more bookings. We need some more bookings. We need to fill in that hole. And he'd go, just be patient. He'd go, there's something big coming, and I don't know what it is, but hang on. He'd say, there's something big coming. And then, of course, when he passed away, suddenly I went, thanks. Was that the something big? And then that has passed. And I'm like, there's something big. And I've just started reading. I have to share, if that's okay.
Of course. That's what you're here for.
I'm just going to take over the show for a second, if that's all right.
Please do.
I've just started reading this wonderful book called Jesus in Me by Anne Graham. Holy crap. I probably wasn't supposed to say that on TV.
Well,
Sorry.
I just said geese were doing the nasty, so I guess we're okay.
Okay, holy mackerel. That
Holy
sounds a little more
mackerel.
polite. Wow. I really feel like there's this revival thing happening. And it's just amazing, to read that and understand
I agree.
what the role of the Holy Spirit is. I never even really understood. I just, and so I'm just really grateful for that book. But I also wanted to share that my friend Diane here just lost her husband just before me. And she's been a wonderful support. And I thank you.
Oh,
Right back at you.
that's what we're here. That's why God sets us up with these people that, in my life, there just wouldn't have been. There's some things I wouldn't have. My wife for sure. When I lost my mom tragically. She's out burning leaves and was succumbed to the smoke inhalation, passed out and died out in her backyard. I mean,
I'm so sorry.
But God sends those people to get us through,
Yep.
and Diane's there for you and for everybody watching, because every one of us are going to face, if we haven't, I'm sorry, but part of life is that we're going to face those things, and there is a time of grieving, but there's a time when there's a new season, and God has something for you through all these things, because it didn't say some things or just certain things, but the word clearly says all things work together for good to those that love him and are called according, and you are called. And you have a purpose, and it didn't end with Jack going to heaven. I think there's just the beginning happening for you. And, of course, in Diane's life as well, for both of y'all. You are precious to this ministry and to so many people.
And it's funny that you say thank you. I saw a church sign. I was over, I don't remember. I was dropping something off on West End in Nashville the other night before I went over to the Palace, and there was a church sign that said almost exactly what you just said, that sometimes the end is only the beginning.
Only the beginning.
And I went, okay, that was just for me. It slapped me right in the face.
Right. We're joined by Debbie, Angela, Mary Alice, Owen, Leslie. Man, that's my pastor's wife, Bev. Bev's announcing that our new gifts are on the way. We're sending out little hearts to everybody for this month of hearts. We got purple and blue, and of course red, and everybody's getting different colors. This is made of a stone that comes from Kenya, from Africa,
wow.
that we have gotten just for our family of friends that give our monthly, and they're so happy. Bev is out there in Branson and sends all our gifts out. We're so thankful for Bev and Russ, who go above and beyond every month. Thank you so much. And Phyllis is also praying for you, Diane. God is bigger than this. And Bev says, God always comes through for us that believe. It's so true. Do you find, though, here's the deal. You find that even though you don't want to go through these things, it does two things. Oh, and by the way, the guitar you were playing before, I just want to say, that was your husband's
Yes.
guitar. So
Yeah.
we dedicate that today. But Two things. It not only ushers you into the presence of the Lord more, and you understand His presence and the need for His presence through these tough things, but also you come through His presence, or you get on the other side, or even in His presence, you get more songs. Do you feel any download of songs or words coming to you that you probably wouldn't have gotten if you hadn't been through some of these things, unfortunately?
Right. I'm not a songwriter yet. I would never claim to be, but I'm going to become one.
I think you will.
I'm starting to find some people to write with, and maybe I'll write with Diane sometime too. Because I know she can write.
Yeah, she ain't bad.
But I've had a whole bunch of sentences come. They're not necessarily in any sort of order, but shortly after Jack passed away, I have this whole big page of things that I've written down. Plus, I've been keeping a journal if things come to my mind or that I have experienced or something like that. But I have a whole bunch of stories that I need to tell in story form.
Wow.
So I can't wait for somebody out there. Hello, Diane. Somebody. Somebody. Hello, Jimmy Fortune. I know you're out there.
Yes. Out in the
Leona Williams. I just need a little help. Because help. I need a little
Need
help. Oh, we're
somebody.
not supposed to be singing that song on here.
No, we can sing it. For some reason, I can sing it, but
You
I can't
play
play
it.
them singing
Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna try to get some new songs. It may not be, in the next 6 months or the next year or what have you, but they are in the works. And then I also am writing a book of my
Wonderful.
life.
it. So is a CD in the planning? I see
That
in
is,
the
yeah.
works, huh?
The CD, it's in the planning stages right now, in the working stages. I'd like to try to get that out before Christmas time. So that's in the thinking stages and planning stages at the moment.
That's awesome. And the current CDs, the ones that you have, is such great music. The duets you do. I mean, I think you did Islands in the Stream, if I remember right.
I think we did too.
Because I love
think
that
so,
song.
yes.
Honky Tonk Angels, you did that. And then your old time gospel favorite CD is on it. Are You Washed in the Blood? How Great Thou Art. And then this song that you guys are going to do, In the Garden.
Yes.
And Take My Hand, it says Diane Barry.
Yeah, she wrote that.
Oh, so it's the Diane Barry Take My Hand.
Yes, yes.
Amazing Grace, Just a Closer Walk. This is all available at Lawless and May. Is it the ampersand or is it the A
The
and D?
A&D.
It's the A and D.
Yes.
So Lawless, ANDMAE, lawlessandmay.com. You can still get the CDs, the ball cap. Is this mine to keep?
Yes.
Because I'm going to wear this live from
Yes.
Nashville, Music City, Lawless and May.
And all those logos Jack created, everything was from scratch.
That is
Everything.
awesome. Speaking of
Mr.
from
Talented.
scratch, this is some of the best from scratch jam you'll ever have. Is this still available? Lawless
Yes,
and
I'm
May?
going to keep carrying that because people love it.
This is my favorite blueberry, but there's other flavors,
Yes.
right? What do you
Yeah,
have?
there's blackberry, there's black raspberry, there are grape jam, grape jelly. I'm not a grape jelly person, but that is the best grape jelly I've
I
ever
bet
had.
it is. I guarantee it is.
And then there's Hall of Fame, which is blueberry, blackberry, black raspberry mixture, strawberry. We can get some non-sugar, but we didn't have a huge run on that when we were out on the
right,
road.
no,
But
if
I
you're gonna
can get
have-
that.
You got to have just a little, and everything with moderation is okay.
Right.
I'm a guarantee there's calories and carbs in there, but you just don't do like the last jar you gave me last year, almost over a year ago, almost last till I just ran out maybe a couple months ago.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, that's how
That's
much
why you
sugar
wanted
we
me
have.
back on your show.
No, it is not. I had really, in the
Thank
back
you.
of my mind, I wasn't thinking of the jam when she said, all I could think about
I
was,
had to say it. I'm sorry.
I know, isn't that great?
But the thing.
Now I'm in a jam.
But the thing I used to always say at our shows when Jack would advertise this, I have to do it. I just have to do it.
Do it.
He'd take it and he'd go, "Could you hold the microphone just for a moment, please?" He'd go, "And now this portion of our show is brought to you by Old Fashioned Country Cravens, Lawless and May. Don't forget to get your spoon."
That's good. Don't forget to get your spoon.
Thank you.
No, I mean, because I don't eat a lot of bread anymore. So what I would do is just take a spoon, put it in my tea or something, you know. No, it's so good.
In your tea?
Yes, you
Really?
blueberry put
I
in
need
your
to
tea.
try that.
Oh, I just try everything.
Wow.
If you're making a smoothie in the morning,
Yes,
of
talk in your mic
strawberries
so they can hear you.
If you're making smoothies in the morning of strawberries and bananas and things like that,
Yes.
instead of any sugar, put a tablespoon of
Oh.
jam or jelly in there, and that's your sweetness that takes it over the top.
Nice.
There you
Nice.
go.
Okay.
We actually have put up your website. Lawless and May is there. That's a
Thank
cute
you.
picture of you in a red dress.
Thank
Ooh.
you.
Wow. Sorry. It's a little distracting. That was really sexy there.
Well, thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I say that?
Thank
We've
you.
said everything,
We've said everything
today,
we've
haven't
said.
we?
It's all
Bev
right.
is praying for you. God is going to download some very special songs just for you.
Thank you.
Lauren is watching in Indiana, Patty in California, and Bobby. Thank you all for watching.
I just would like to say the person in Indiana, thank you for watching specifically because Jack is from Indiana. He
That's
was
right.
from Columbus, and that's where he rests.
Wow. Yeah, Lauren, I believe, is in Fort Wayne.
Okay.
I don't know where that is in comparison to
Kind of, sort of know.
Kind of, sort of. No,
Yeah,
not at all.
Not really.
I want you to sing this song, but I was just, as I was talking about, the presence of the Lord becomes nearer through the tough times. You know, unfortunately, we have to go through those times, but it's His presence. How people do without Jesus, I don't even begin to understand. I mean, I know how they cope. They try drugs or drinking or whatever else. What are their vice to try to fill that emptiness? But, man, only Jesus can satisfy your soul.
That's
I mean,
right.
He's just, from firsthand, all of us. Here's Exhibit A, B, and C. You know, if you don't know Jesus, try Jesus. Hey, there's
Exactly.
D and E and all the rest of the
Yes.
studio audience out there.
You have nothing to lose.
You
Everything
really don't.
to gain.
You know, that was like the president told him when he was running for, you know, what do you have to lose? You know, vote
Right.
for me. It is with Jesus. What do you have to lose? Try Jesus.
Right.
Without Jesus, I don't care what you're doing, how successful you end up all dressed up with nowhere to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, and it makes sense because we were all created. We were all created. I mean, can I talk? Let me talk to y'all. Let me talk to y'all watching. We're all created to have communion with Him. Adam and Eve were created in His image to have communion with Him. He wants us to be with Him, not just to ask Him for things, but to ask Him about things. You know, not just for things. I need this, I need that. But, Lord, why this? Help me to get through this. What about, you know, I don't want just 4 things, but I want to know more about you. And I want more, learn about Him, from Him. Go right to the source. Don't ask somebody else about Him. You know, I go to church and I go, well, that's good. You need to do that in the fellowship of the believers, help encourage, but you need to go to Him yourself every day and talk to the one who knows it all. Learn His ways, get His heart, His goodness. Some people put God in solitary confinement until they need Him, but we need to be with Him every day. Psychologists find that for a marriage to be successful, this is one thing I was just reading about. Not that our marriage is in trouble, but you know, we keep it tweaked, right? You keep. I don't think it is. Cindy, are we okay? But the psychologists find that it's not the big events that happen, like Valentine's Day or those things that keep them married. It's the simple tasks and communication of every day throughout the day that keeps marriages together. Some folks treat Jesus that same way. They're there for the big events, Christmas and Easter, or they treat Him like when they need Him, like a drive-through fast food restaurant. Fast food restaurants and drive-thrus are not good for health, and neither is it healthy to just call on God anytime you need Him. It's same with the Lord. Don't put God in solitary confinement. He is there with us every day through every way. And I wanted to share that today because here I have Exhibit A and B right here. I mean, Diane and Rebecca, I'm so glad you came too, Diane. I didn't know you were going to be. I'm just so glad you're here.
I'm glad she asked me to come.
But God is with us in the good and in the bad.
Yep.
And that's why you need Jesus today.
That's right.
Especially when we don't know what's going on. It's best to be with somebody who knew it was going to happen before it was going to happen.
Exactly.
And know how to get you to the other side. He's there every day, day and night. A friend that's closer than a brother, only a close friend, could you call on in the middle of the night and say, help, you know, only a close friend. And He is that close friend. That's our God today. Know Him today. Know Him, not about Him. Know Him intimately by spending time with Him. The more you spend time with somebody, the more you become like them. People that are married, you know, you could see, I've been to 40, 50-year anniversary celebrations or when they renew their vows and that whole thing, and you see a picture of them like in high school together. And, you know, he's taller and she's shorter, and they have dark hair, and then you get to the older picture, and they're about the same size now, and they both have gray hair and white hair, and then if they have their dogs in the picture, their dogs look alike. They all look alike. Because the more time you spend with somebody, the more you start looking like them. And I don't know about you, but I know about you. I know you feel the same way. I want to be more like him.
Yes.
I want to look like him, talk like him, be like him, have his heart in every situation. And if you don't know him, this is a good day to find him. Now is the day of salvation. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. He is there with us all the time. Just call on him. Say, Jesus, come into my heart. I'm a sinner, but you're a Savior. I've been wrong too long, but you can take what's wrong and turn it into a song. You can help me. Wash me with your blood. Fill me with your Spirit. Come live in me, and I will serve you. I surrender to you now and forevermore. And if you meant that from your heart and you prayed that similar prayer and you say, I believe he's the Son of God, that he died for me and rose again, that's all it says you have to do, and just start confessing and believing. Find a Bible-believing church. Open up the Bible. Start in Jeremiah 33 and read that you can call upon him and he will answer and show you mighty and wonderful things, hidden things which you do not know. Read the Gospel of John and find out about Jesus. You that do know Jesus and know the Lord, he is there for you. Do not run away from church or run away from the Bible or stop talking to God. That's the time for you to be in the Word and in church and talking to God now more than ever before. There are some people, and I know y'all didn't do this. Maybe there was a momentary thought, but instead of running away from God, you run closer to him and find that there's the comfort, there's the answer to get you through. And unfortunately, there is a time to grieve. According to, is it Ecclesiastes or song? Yeah, Ecclesiastes. There's a season for all things. There's time to grieve, and there's a time for mourning, and there's a time for joy. And weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. And I think that's for everybody. You know, originally created to commune with him and walk and talk with him. And this is probably one of my favorite hymns that y'all are going to sing. And I'm so glad you're here to sing it.
Thank you for having
Anything
me.
else you want to say, wrap up about?
No,
courage?
I don't think so, other than feel free to hit me up at Lawless and Mae, and that's
Please do.
ANDMAE. It's like against the law, ANDMAE. Lawless and Mae, you can get some of that jam that Kevin is getting ready to delve into. So I appreciate y'all watching today, and thank you for listening. I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of his voice is so sweet, the birds hush their singing, and the melody that he gave to me within my heart is ringing. Everybody sing it out there. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever
Wow. Come
Thank
on.
you. Thank you.
I got to sing with you.
I know.
Yay.
You could have sang louder.
I was scared.
What? You were scared.
Two powerhouse country
you.
gospel singers in one show, and I get to sing. Let's sing another one. You know what? Another hymn? Something I could sing with?
We're going to do the Nashville thing. We're going to do a little talking up here for rehearse.
I have hymnals if you need.
I think I know that one, maybe.
I know, I just called it on without practice. Sorry.
Want me to try it?
Everybody else is singing along with us, too. Hi, Dan. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Nicholas. Hi, Martin. Roy.
Have you been to Jesus for that one? Is that the right one? Have you been to Jesus for that cleansing power? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you fully trusting in His grace this hour? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed
in the blood?
in the blood,
In the blood.
in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the
I
Lamb?
love it.
Have laid aside the garments that are stained with sin, and be washed in the blood of the Lamb. There's a fountain flowing for the soul unclean. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Everybody, are you washed in the blood? In the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb. Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Do it again. Are you washed in the blood? In the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb. Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
Yay! Man, I'm telling you.
I threw Diane in the deep end and she rocked it.
She did. She rocked it, you guys. I'm sorry to throw that on you, but it was so good. So
Thank you so much, everybody.
you get more at lawlessandmay.com. Go there, lawlessandmae.com, and you can get Are You Washed in the Blood, the original of Lawless and May. Some good country music, some good jam. You get
Do those
jam.
together.
It's all jam right there.
You can jam while you jam.
Jam while you jam. It's all there. And the ball cap. I'm still wearing the ball cap. I forgot I had it on. It's so nice. Live from Nashville, Lawless and May. Get the official. He's probably won't always be around, so you can get the official.
There's a few left.
It's a treasure. That's awesome. Ruthie, hurry, get up here, because we had a special today, and I got to go, but we got a special. You can help us, a one-time gift if you today only. We're doing the Jewish. It's our President's Day sale. It has nothing to do with presidents, but I guess with Israel, we got our Israel ball cap, and our. Let's get closer to. Let's see. Come over. Stand over here in front of the. There we go. She's got our official Jerusalem T-shirt. We have our Jerusalem T-shirt, and this is why we pray for the peace of Jerusalem, because our name is in it. USA is in the middle. I didn't want to point to your chest. Here's the USA in the middle of. This program has just been the most interesting program. I know. We have it just like the geese, just right down. Okay. Jerusalem, USA, and if you get either the ball cap or the I'm going to throw in a Kevin Shorey Show shirt to Reaching the World in as a bonus. So that's our Israel special on President's Day, which makes no sense. But I wanted to do that and offer that for $20. Thank you, Miss Ruthie, and thank you for booking all our guests. Give Ruthie a good hand. Well, we got to go. It's better to go now while we're behind. No, you guys were great. Thank you. Diane, come back anytime. And, of course, Miss Rebecca Mae.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad that you're watching today. I hope you all enjoyed it. We'll be back tomorrow. This week we've got Pastor Chris coming back on the program from Gateway Assembly, and let's see who's on Friday. It is Miss Tennessee, Senior Miss Tennessee, Jeanette Alrod will be back.
I like her.
I love her.
She's nice.
She's amazing. She is awesome. And so are you. Thank you all for your helping support, your prayer, and your financial support. Keep praying for us. Great things are ahead. I'll be able to share more tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, remember, Jesus is the answer for our world today. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Kevin.
This brings to a close another edition of AM Kevin. We're glad you were able to join us. The AM Kevin Show is presented Monday through Friday, featuring evangelist, composer, and gospel artist Kevin Shorey and the entire AM Kevin Club gang. If you'd like to contact us, you can call us at 844-47-KEVIN. That number once again is 844-475-3846. Or you can write us at Kevin Shorey Ministries, P.O. Box 222, Pleasant View, Tennessee 37146. Our email address is kshorymen@aol.com, and you can also visit us at our website, kevinshorey.com. Join us again next time when we present another edition of AM Kevin. And remember, Jesus is the answer for this world today. AM Kevin is a part of the outreach ministry of Kevin Shorey Ministries, Inc., all rights reserved.